It snowed more. What time is it? Do I have to eat this inside? No, I don't have to eat this inside. Okay, I'm gonna try and eat my breakfast really quick. Cheers. Happy Saturday for you, Friday for me. Hello, I'm home. Because I got out late. I've been rushing. So I just ate a sandwich while I was importing and transcoding and all that good stuff. And now I'm going to do yesterday's because I forgot again. Not forgot. I didn't forget. I know it's a thing. I just didn't do it. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. And 21 for you today. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. Cute. Only a couple more days, guys. Christmas is close. I'm going to finish eating these, and then I'm going to do my workout first so I can shower so my hair can dry before we go to the zoo. I'm assuming by now you've understood that there's a Trilogy happening. It's Milwaukee Zoo Lights tonight. So, I have a lot to do before we leave, and I would like to leave it at these an hour, so. Eric, where are we going?
Zoo!
Which one?
I feel like I'm 5 again.
Which one?
Milwaukee Zoo.
Where are we going first?
Pizza Kitchen. That's the real highlight.
Ranch.
Oh, okay.
Pizza Ranch.
Aubrey won't accept this.
We're going to the ranch, not California.
Yeah, not California Pizza
I
Kitchen.
don't think I have.
What?
CPK?
Milwaukee Zoo?
No, Pizza Kitchen.
CPK.
Oh.
California
It's alright.
Pizza Kitchen.
I've only been one time. We're here.
We are.
There she blows.
Pizza Ranch. Pizza Ranch.
There she blows. How do we feel?
Very
Full and satisfied.
Eric, was it nice to have a second round at the Pizza Ranch?
Always.
Zoo time, baby!
Quick Draw McGraw, they call me.
Good cartoon. big ass alien.
What's that sound she's making? Do you know what that is?
You okay? Yeah, those elephants.
So that actually is where we put all of their stuff. So they can hold their hands. That's how we eat because in the last one,
Okay, we can go.
That was a good experience.
Like if you cry every time.
What?
I said like if you cry every time.
What'd you say?
Like if you cry every time.
Yeah.
Respect.
I really love elephants.
Understandably so. They're awesome.
What'd you think?
Very impressive.
What was your favorite part?
I was a big fan of the light displays that were out of giant animals.
Yeah.
Elephant, the sea turtle. That was really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Aubrey?
I liked the sea, the underwater section. The Aurora place was cool. And seeing the elephants that close.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever been that close to an elephant before.
I know I have.
Eric and I looked at each. Eric goes, I think this is the closest I've ever been. And I was like, I've never been 8 feet from an elephant, Eric. This is definitely the closest I've been.
It was making some really interesting noises.
That was my favorite.
I've never heard an elephant make a noise. That was a nice little experience.
That was my actual favorite.
Especially when she gave us what the origin probably is.
Yeah.
So I'm like, is she annoyed with us? What the fuck?
I was like,
I
is she
I
asking us
understand,
for
but-
help? Are we supposed to be helping her?
Nah. She happy.
How's your Moldorama?
It's cooling off.
Good. And then show the bottom of Milwaukee.
Milwaukee County Zoo.
Nice. What animal did you like seeing the most?
You know, the elephant was really impressive, but I think I might have liked the giant sea turtle the best.
I mean, a real animal.
Oh, sorry. Boy, I was really impressed with the elk. I didn't realize they were actually that big. I knew they were big, but not that big, and that was a female, so.
Yeah.
Okay. You had said the sea and the
sea
aurora.
section and the aurora section of the lights.
Okay. Favorite animal you saw?
I'm gonna say the elephant. because of how close we got to be. And it making that noise. That was trippy. Sounded like an alien.
Favorite light? I will say, besides the caterpillar, I don't think any of the lights were new.
I think there were some small pieces like that giant coral bit in the underwater.
Maybe.
section.
We'd have to check the video.
That. Yeah.
Yeah. But most of them were all from last year.
Or very similar too.
Yeah.
I'm not disappointed by that.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Favorite animal is the elephant. I freaking cried. So, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
That was insane. We were literally, like, it's hard to see in the camera, but we were less than 10 feet.
Yeah.
From that elephant. Like, really, if that elephant tried, it probably could have reached its trunk and we could have, like, reached our bodies and touched each other. But obviously, that would have never been allowed to happen.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Lincoln Park.
Mm-hmm.
Brookfield.
Mm-hmm.
Milwaukee.
Okay. Let's do lights.
Milwaukee. Brookfield. Lincoln Park.
Let's do animals.
Lincoln Park. Milwaukee. Brookfield.
Ooh, a tie. Okay, let's drive home. Ivy, come here. Why are you getting slow and demure?
What are you doing? Give me this.
G camera shy.
Give me this golden thing. Let me get this. Thank you. Thank you very much. True breakdown. Overall, I think Milwaukee is the best with the lights and animals balance because they do have very interesting and beautiful lights. They do have animal access. They do have certain days, certain things are available. So last year we were obviously able to go into the reptile house. We were also able to go into the cat house. But we weren't allowed to go into the elephants, where this year, the day we went, the reptile house and the cat house were closed, but we were able to go into the elephants. So you just have to pay attention to what day you're going and what things would be open. It also, it is on the website. It also was the middle price range. So just overall, it's got really beautiful lights, a specific pathway. It's not very confusing to navigate at all because it's just a specific pathway. Things are very obvious. Middle price range. It is the shortest and the quickest. So if you're wanting to spend more time, they also don't really have any kind of like Christmas village or anything like that.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, of course. And then Brookfield, if you are wanting to go and see animals because you're going to a zoo, choose Brookfield.
And make a day out of it.
And like be there from when they start until 9. But just keep in mind at Brookfield they do start closing all the stuff at 8:30. So you like start wrapping up. They were the higher end of the price spectrum. But it makes sense because we got to see way more animals than the other zoos. And there were like 900 plus Christmas trees. And they had like a Christmas market. They had Santa's like North Pole thing.
I think the most food options too.
Yeah, definitely the most food options. 100%. Like they even had like, they had cheese curds. They had like an apple turnover thing.
I think they had like soup and chili too.
Yeah. So Brookfield just like, you're paying more, but you're getting more for what you're paying. You're getting way more animals. You're getting more food options. You're getting more, and like, we didn't have to pay to go into the North Pole. We didn't have to pay to go into like the little village thing. You would have to pay for the stuff you bought if you bought anything, but you didn't have to pay to like go into those places. I'm sure you would have had to have paid for like the carousel or the Ferris wheel, but we didn't do any of that. And they also apparently put on a dolphin show at 6:30. We obviously didn't make it there in time for that. But they even have like something like that going on. So I get why Brookfield Zoo was at the higher end of the price range.
Yeah.
Because you're getting way more for your money. So Brookfield Zoo, higher end of the price range. If you're going for animals, you choose Brookfield Zoo. If you're going for lights, I'd choose Milwaukee. And then
Can't go wrong with either of those.
Lincoln Park Zoo. If you've never been, beautiful, very fun, smaller zoo, good selection of animals. We were able to go into the primate houses. Just right now, a lot was under construction. I do remember in previous years, I was able to like see the sleeping primates, and
It's not a bad experience, it just wasn't as good as the other.
and one year I've seen the giraffes. Like, you know, it just kind of depends. It's hit or miss. Like, one year I've seen a zebra outside playing. Like, I've had great times at Lincoln Park Zoo. Where Lincoln Park Zoo does succeed is the price. Lincoln Park Zoo used to be free, but now it's $7 a ticket, and that is unbeatable compared to the other two. Milwaukee was $18 a person, and did include parking. Brookfield was like $24 a person and did not include parking, and I had to purchase parking. It was cheaper to do everything online. And then Lincoln Park Zoo was $7 a person, did not include parking. There is street parking around the Lincoln Park area that you can try and find. You can also take public transportation, which would be cheaper. The parking that I did elect to go with ended up being $30, of course, because we're in the city. So then technically, you know, I spent like $51 instead of the $21 for the tickets. But that was a choice I wanted to make. I knew I was prepared for that. I knew that the parking lot there would be like $20 to $30, so that was something I prepared for. But the tickets themselves only being $7, you can't really beat it. And then also at Lincoln Park Zoo, the only things that would be additional are like food or the Ferris wheel. Because like you can go in the light lounge, like they let you kind of do that kind of stuff. So you can't really. It was very fun to do all three this year. I think it's interesting to see, you know, what's available to you at what points, because like, you know, the fact that I've seen giraffes at Lincoln Park Zoo before, but this year like we could only really see the aardvark, the giraffes were away, or, you know, and it just depends, because like we went to Lincoln Park Zoo on a Wednesday, you know what I mean, and we went to Milwaukee Zoo on a Friday, which might be a little bit more popular. And in previous years, I usually have always done the zoo lights on a weekend. I've always done them on a Saturday or whatever. So this was my first year, I think, doing them like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that's definitely a factor as well. But overall, great experiences at all of them, I would say. Super fun. You know, like Lincoln Park has the very fun like show in the middle of the big field. Brookfield has all those Christmas trees and like a tree that's synced to some music and stuff like that. I will say Brookfield Zoo had the least amount of music.
Yes.
And then I would say Milwaukee probably had the most. Well, Lincoln Park probably had the most amount of music, actually. Because you could hear the music in Lincoln Park almost everywhere.
Yes.
Except the far end.
The difference was, I feel like Milwaukee, the music was like
Themed
to the section you were in, whereas Lincoln Park, it was just, here's some Christmas music.
And some not.
Yeah.
Which was interesting. Yeah. So Brookfield had the least amount of music, but that makes sense because Brookfield is gigantic. And so to get speakers and music pumping throughout all of it would have been probably insane, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah. I loved all three.
Me too.
I had a great time.
Me too.
The Lincoln Park Zoo, it was like, you know, I feel very fond of Lincoln Park Zoo because it was my first Zoo Lights experience. And it was fun to go with Janelle.
Yep.
And, like, I feel like I had the most laughs at that zoo because you and Janelle were just, like, bouncing off each other.
Yeah.
Which was fun. And then Brookfield, I loved the adventure of the snow.
Yeah.
And then seeing all the animals, that was unreal. And then Milwaukee, obviously, it's like their Zoo Lights are very magical. It feels very magical because they put stuff so high, so it's like all encompassing. And then obviously the elephant is game over for me, pretty much. So yeah, this was very fun. I had a very good time
I agree.
doing all three. It is hard.
Space them out a little bit if you got the time.
It is a task to do. I think if I didn't have like work and other commitments in addition to me trying to attempt the Zoo Lights, I would have not been as sore or as tired. But because, you know, I had work and workouts and editing and a million other things, it ended up being, you know, a little bit more difficult, but still very fun. And obviously we accomplished it, so.
Yeah.
And I would not say worse for wear. I'd say we're fine.
Yeah.
We're a little sore. My ankles are a little sore.
Yeah.
But that makes sense because, like,
It's a lot of walking.
I think each day I've easily gotten over 10,000 steps because I'm walking around zoos after having done, like, my full day of whatever. But it also was a lot of time in the car, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, it was very fun. Had a great time. Love a good Zoo Lights Trilogy moment. So next year, I think if I were to skip one, I would skip Lincoln Park because it had like all the same stuff. Nothing seemed really new to me. And I think I would want to do Brookfield again just for the animals. And I'd want to do Milwaukee again to see if they change anything. And I would love to take my mom to any of them because I think she would love it. It also really just like, every time I go to a zoo, I'm like, oh my god, I love zoos. So now I really want to go to the zoo during normal time.
And aquarium.
Yeah, we still got to do that.
And museum.
Well, of course, I'm a sucker for a museum. So yeah, that's it for today. Favorite Christmas decoration today?
Moldorama Santa.
Your Moldorama.
Yeah.
I think mine's gonna be the light elephant because I can't choose a real elephant as a Christmas decoration. So the light elephant will have to do.
Sure.
So, thanks for watching me cry about elephants. See you tomorrow! Oh, that was so sad.
I never had a good vertical.